Hey everyone, it's Rhino here with your weekly Disney news roundup for the week of March 27th, 2021. Before I get started, I just want to remind everybody that this and everything we do here at the Diz is brought to you by Dreams Unlimited Travel. They are experts at helping you plan the perfect Disney vacation. When you book with them, it costs you nothing extra on your trip, and you help support us and the show, so we appreciate that. You can visit them on the web at dreamsunlimitedtravel.com. And now that I have said that, let us get started with the news. So Bob Chapek had previously stated that they hope to see Disney Cruise Line setting sail again by this fall. Well, it looks like if you're living over the pond, I hate myself for saying it. If you're living in the UK, you might be able to get on a Disney cruise ship sooner than later. The Disney Magic will begin sailing again this summer out of the ports of London, Tilbury, Newcastle, Liverpool, and Southampton with no specific dates release. The cruises will be open to UK residents only and will be 2, 3, and 4 night experiences at sea without stops at port of call. So you're just on the ship the whole time. So judging from the limited details that Disney Cruise Line has released, passengers on these special sailings would experience elements of Marvel Day at Sea voyages as well as Frozen themed festivities. The voyages out of England will be available to book sometime in April. Of course, we'll let you know more details as they arise, like booking dates and things like that. So exciting for residents of the UK. Now, we've got some other big news that came out this week, although I want to call it an announcement, but it's not really a specific announcement. It's more of like the intention of the idea of an announcement. So in a press briefing given on Thursday, Walt Disney Imagineering's Jeanette Lomboy revealed plans for a new phase of expansion for the Disneyland Resort entitled Disneyland Forward. Jeanette stated, because of the current rigid district structure, we just need more flexibility. We're excited about the possibilities and ready to dream. Believe me, we have no shortage of ideas, content, or stories to tell or build. What we do know today is that our guests need and want more. In order to give guests what they want, we need more flexibility here in Anaheim. Guests are demanding immersive, integrated experiences that are not singular in their uses. We no longer think of uses as separate. Retail, dining, entertainment, theme parks, and hotels are all a part of the same experiences in the same place, and we need the space in our lands to create story-rich environments. The plan calls for a new look at plans originally drawn up and approved in the 1990s. The new proposal calls for a theme park expansion on what is now the Lilo and Stitch parking lot near Paradise Pier Hotel and the Disneyland Hotel. According to the OC Registrar, the west side, bounded by Catella Avenue, Walnut Street, Magic Way, and Disneyland Drive, is more of a theme park expansion rather than a new third gate. So the expansion would also see the usage of a 56-acre parcel of land to the east that has long been discussed as a possible third theme park. Also incorporated into the plans is the usage of both the AMC Theater and ESPN Zone located in the downtown Disney district. The area would include a hotel, along with shopping and entertainment, as well as an additional parking near Disney Way. The OC Registrar points out that the plans have quite a process to proceed through with the city of Anaheim in the days ahead, and that it could possibly be up to 2 years before the plans, even those plans, are set. So Craig, myself, Mary Jo, Jackie, and Michael actually had a discussion on this news story the other night. And if you want to hear more about what is involved with Disneyland Forward, what they've actually said, that might be a really interesting video for you to check out. I think it's about maybe like 45 minutes to an hour long. There's honestly, there's a lot to it. But basically, I think people need to know that Disney has made it clear that even the concept art that they released is just like the literal possibility art. It's not concept art. It's just kind of like, look at what we could do if we were able to just go whoop, whoop, and box in this land a little bit better and be like, oh, you step outside of the Disneyland Hotel, well, now that's actually in the theme park, potentially. So it's nothing actually planned. It was literally just like, here's kind of the idea of a plan. So there's a lot of saying what they could do, not a lot of what they will do. And I'm worried that people might get overhyped with that still. And this is also apparently like 2 years before I think they could even really get the zoning and the plans done out. And then they're talking this could take like a decade or more to do. So it's just having the ability to like start engaging with those plans and that sort of stuff. I think it's just putting pressure to get Anaheim to okay the rezoning that needs to happen. So we'll see how it all shakes out. Like I said, there's a video that you can check out here on the Diz Unplugged and see what we all had to say about that. Michael, Mary Jo, obviously being being California locals, were incredibly knowledgeable on some of the history of that stuff and how that happened. But it's really interesting, to say the least. So, over here at Walt Disney World, Walt Disney Imagineering's Josh Isovich has shared, I'm so sorry, I don't know if that's actually how you say the name, has shared a behind-the-scenes look at a brand new LED lighting package that is coming to the Chinese Theater at Disney's Hollywood Studios. In the video posted to the Walt Disney Imagineering Instagram account, Josh explains how their goal is to enhance the stories that are told to guests through lighting. He describes how light streaks will go down and reveal the dragon in a more dimensional way than it's previously been. To me, I don't know. It doesn't look new, but it looks like spotlights, and that I could have sworn existed before. But they're kind of being hyped up like crazy. But don't get me wrong, I'm really happy to see these spotlights there, whether they were there or not before. If they weren't there before, then it fits so well that I could have sworn they were there before. It's one of those beautiful kind of things. It's that Berenstein versus Bernstein Bears situation, right? Like there were lights, right? No, there weren't lights. I don't know. But it definitely adds that atmosphere. And, anytime we get something new, I'm a fan of the parks at night because it's a lot less hot at night. So anything they can do to keep these parks lit up and beautiful at night, A-okay with that. Now we're going to go over to the Magic Kingdom. We got to talk about two things happening over there. This first one, I don't know. I don't know how you're going to feel. I don't know how I feel about it. Disney is conducting facial recognition testing for theme park entry. The testing was happening early Tuesday morning at Magic Kingdom, and apparently it's going to be taking place through April 23rd. Disney said, with the future in mind and the shift in focus to more touchless experiences, we're conducting a limited 30-day test using facial recognition technology. And obviously the length of that test is subject to change, but the technology we're testing captures an image of a guest's face and converts it into a unique number, which is then associated with the form of admission being used for park entry. Participation in the test is optional. For those interested in volunteering to participate in this effort, please make sure you arrive with valid theme park admission and a Disney Park Pass reservation. And children under the age of 18 who wish to participate may do so with the consent and in the presence of a parent or guardian. There were very specific directions on how to participate as well. You have step 1, which is enter the facial recognition technology test line, and then step 2, which is remove accessories but keep your face covering in place. So you got to remove hats, visors, and sunglasses before you approach the facial recognition test zone, and the face covering must remain on at all time. And then you face the camera. Once in the facial recognition test zone, stand facing the camera and then position your valid park admission or magic band close to the scanner to activate the technology. It'll capture an image, which will then be converted into that unique number that will be associated with your unique ticket entry. I was talking to a friend about this. So remember when like magic bands first came out and they were talking about how like, oh, it's cool, you don't have to have your ticket, it's all in one thing. Well, that's the guest side of it. For the operation side of it, magic bands were meant to be sort of a people tracker, keeping track on who is where doing what in the parks, and essentially being like, okay, there's a big cluster in this part of the park, so we need to figure out how we can move people over to this side of the park. So we'll open up more fast passes for this attraction, or we'll have another offering here so we can divert the flow of people a little bit. Now, with facial recognition, it kind of becomes a thing where think about how when you're on an attraction with a magic band and it just recognizes you know when you're like on Pirates or Haunted Mansion or something like that and you get that photo in your PhotoPass thing, if you've never done that happens. It's because you're wearing the magic band, and it just knows you're there. So think about that, but with your face and everywhere you go. And then I worry that, I don't know that they'll do it. Companies always say they're not going to do it, but what if they sell your information? Every time you enter your email address or phone number into anything, it always seems like it gets sold somewhere else. Like, what are the implications that could start happening with that? What if they tie who you are personally to like, oh, We've noticed that Rhino goes into the Magic Kingdom on Thursdays, and when it's at this certain amount of capacity, it looks like he's unhappy about some of this sort of stuff. So we're going to make his park pass reservation system not work on Thursdays anymore when it's past this, so he can go to another park or this or that. I'm not saying that's what they'll do. That sounds really paranoid or anything like that, but that is in the realm of possibility of the future. It's monitoring to a whole new degree, and there are super positive impacts to this as well. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. And with anything that's new, that's why we have the genre of sci-fi, right? Anytime that the human race has been afraid of something new, we put it into allegories and stories, and we confront it in that way. That's science fiction, baby. Sorry, I've been watching a lot of Parks and Recreation, and there was an episode where Jean-Ralphio and Tom were calling everyone baby. Anyway, sorry, enough about that. It's interesting technology, right? Though the future just keeps moving and moving and moving and moving. Well, I'm going to bump it back just a little bit here, and we're going to talk about the Main Street Confectionery and the Chapeau. So the Disney Parks blog has shared details on the expansion coming to the Main Street Confectionery and the Chapeau on Main Street USA at the Magic Kingdom and Walt Disney World. The two shops will be closing on March 29th and are set to receive a fresh new look and expanded layout with more room to shop and interactive opportunities to customize your confections like never before. Many of the treats from Main Street Confectionery will be available at Emporium and Main Street Cinema during the closure. Disney hats, including the iconic Mickey Mouse ears, will be for sale across the street at Box Office Gifts and at the Town Hall Square Theater and... At the Town Square Theater and Bourgeois Village, Gifts will be the new go-to spot for collectibles and artwork. I rewrote that and didn't do an amazing job there. But at Disney's Animal Kingdom, preparation for Earth Week is well underway as added opportunities for guests to connect with the magic of nature are being added throughout the theme park. Engaging activities for the whole family, including unique Disney character appearances, fun learning opportunities, and specialty merchandise, themed food and beverages. A new Wilderness Explorer activity and more are all coming to the theme park from April 18th through April 24th. So just some of the highlights. The animation experience at Conservation Station will be teaching guests how to draw characters, including Dumbo, Turk, Squirt, Shere Khan, Simba, and Scar. There's going to be some special characters popping up on the flotillas. There'll be some special food, which, mostly means cupcakes, right? There's the Creature Comforts Honeybee Cupcake, the strawberry-flavored Flamingo Cupcake at Flame Tree Barbecue, and the Sea Turtle Graham Cracker Cupcake. I didn't see where that one was at, though. But there's also going to be some merchandise like a special edition pin and whatnot, some other things. Beginning April 2nd, guests can watch artisans transform 40 tons of sand into a detailed sculpture celebrating National Geographic's Secrets of the Whales, an original series streaming on Disney Plus on Earth Day. The sculpture will be located on the Discovery Island stage until April 30th. So, again, like I said, those are just some of the highlights. So if you want to get a more complete list, you can head over to www.info.com. Now, segueing into special celebrations, Florida car owners can celebrate the 50th anniversary of the Walt Disney World Resort by purchasing the first Walt Disney World Resort specialty license plate. Disney has revealed the unique plate's design, which features the iridescent 50th anniversary castle logo and a royal blue background. The design was inspired by the new color scheme of Cinderella Castle and is now available for pre-sale. So Disney has stated that 100% of the proceeds, will be benefiting Make-A-Wish of Central and Northern Florida and their work granting wishes for children with life-threatening medical conditions. Interested drivers can purchase a pre-sale voucher now for $25 plus tax, applicable state administration fees, exclusively through their local county tax collector's office, license plate agencies across the state of Florida, or online through the Orange County Tax Collector's Office. So if you're interested in this, you're a Florida resident, you got a car down here, you can learn more at www.info.com, and you'll learn more there as well about all the 50th anniversary happenings that we know about so far. So, okay, there is one more story, and then we're going to go. I know this is like the longest one of these that I have ever done, because I normally don't talk about the news stories this much as I read them, but I want to talk about the updated movie release schedule for Disney. There was a release date shuffle/change that happened this last week that reflects the company's focus on providing consumer choice and serving the evolving preferences of audiences. By leveraging a flexible distribution strategy and a dynamic marketplace that is beginning to recover from the global pandemic, we will continue to employ the best options to deliver the Walt Disney Company's unparalleled storytelling to fans and families around the world, said Kareem Daniel, Chairman, Disney Media and Entertainment Distribution. So, the live-action Cruella and Marvel Studios' Black Widow will launch simultaneously in theaters and on Disney+, but that is with Premier Access. Now that is going to be in most Disney Plus markets. For Cruella, that will launch on Friday, May 28th. And for Black Widow, that is Friday, July 9th. Disney and Pixar's Luca is now going to be streaming directly in homes worldwide exclusively on Disney Plus, beginning Friday, June 18th. In the international markets where Disney Plus is not yet available, the film will be released theatrically with premiere dates to be announced. There is a couple of other changes. There's some release dates that shifted for additional films, and that is Free Guy, that Ryan Reynolds movie. Watch anything with Ryan in it. August 13th, 2021 is when that comes out. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings will now be coming out on September 3rd. The Kingsman, which is the third in the Kingsman trilogy of movies, that's coming out December 22nd, 2021. Actually, that is a prequel, so I don't know if it even counts as being like part of a trilogy, but Deep Water will be coming out January 14th, 2022, and Death on the Nile will be February 11th, 2022. So if you're wondering, because Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings is the Marvel film, if you're wondering how the other Marvel movies have been affected, well, as of right now, they have not. So we're going to get Black Widow in July, we'll have Shang-Chi in September, we'll have the Eternals in November, and supposedly we are still going to have Spider-Man No Way Home in December. That is a Sony Disney one, so we'll see. It'll be cool to kind of have Marvel stuff every 2 months, because we have like Falcon and Winter Soldier going on right now. We got Loki in June. Then we'll have the thing. We just it's so nice to be back into that realm. It's like so. Right? Okay, that's it. No more mistakes, no more fumbling up. That's it. That's done for me. If you enjoyed this video even a little bit, please just give it a thumbs up. Comments below. Consider subscribing to the channel, following the channel. There's plenty of other content that we put out on here. If you want more information about anything that's going on at Disney World, you can head over to www.info.com. And of course, like I said, if you are planning a Disney World trip or any Disney trip in the near future, you can visit Dreams Unlimited Travel. Experts over there will help you out. Cost you nothing extra. You help support the show, so we appreciate you and anyone that has been able to book that. So thank you, everybody, for watching and listening to me ramble and stumble through this. I hope you all are having an amazing week, and I will see you next time. Take care, everyone. Bye.